Hello Disc Golf World, welcome to the Kokkedal Open, the third stop of the PDGA Euro Tour 2022. We're watching the FPO coverage of the Front 9 Round 1 brought to you by MDG Media. In the studio from Helsinki, Mr. Andrew Gum and I am Moser von Donnerkeil.
Great to be here, thank you very much. Always happy to watch more disc golf with my friends and family. This is a really beautiful place here, the Kokkedal Open, where we're going to be first in Eghjorten. It's a wooded course, one of the most magical, beautiful forests you'll ever play disc golf in. They've done an excellent job with it. You're going to enjoy it.
It's a long, technical wooded course. You need a wide range of skills and shots to be able to perform here. Our feature card, we have Camilla Kampen, Danish FPO champion.
Yep, she's a local, 898 rated.
She knows her way around these courses. From Austria, we have Posch. She's a killer putter.
Yeah, very excited to watch her play. New face for me. 913 rated from Vienna.
From Potsdam, Germany, we have Antonia Faber. She's a several-time German champion. Her whole family is completely disc golf.
Very cool. 927 rated.
And from Norway, we have Anniken Steen, the reigning 2021 Norwegian champion.
Yeah, very excited to watch her play as well. 924 rated out of Ingeberg, Norway. So we got 3 lefties on the card today, which is quite unusual. We're going to get to see some different lines. Tell us about hole 1.
Hole 1 is a pretty long, straight shot. You throw 130 meters almost straight down the fairway. The basket itself is guarded by some trees and is nested there in that forest section down at the end of the fairway. You have trees on the left and right, and there's always wind on this hole.
Yeah, this one's really beautiful. 423 feet, so not super reachable for the FPO field, but they could get down there for a putt. Heavy Norwegian spruce trees on the left and right, so you want to get something straight. A little bit downhill.
Camilla drives first. Oh, she hits that one tree. Hope she gets out of there. So she's going to be in a position where she actually can scramble from.
Yeah, a bit off to the left there, but hopefully she can get up and down to save her par.
Next on the box we have Laura.
This is our only right-handed player today, so she tugs that over a bit to the right side, but got some pretty good distance.
Yeah, she ended up in between the younger trees, so she'll be able to get around and just throw to where the basket is, hopefully.
Yeah, they're not that high there, so if she can get something over the top or find a line, hopefully.
Here we have Antonia. She is sponsored by Momentum Disc Golf, the Swedish company. She's lining up a long drive. I know her since quite a few years, and she can rip.
Oh, nice stroke, yeah. She's got great form. Is it way down there? Fades off a little bit at the end.
Good drive.
Excellent.
The last one on the tee is the Norwegian champ, Anniken Steen. Let's see what she can do.
Yeah, she's sponsored by Guru Discs. Throwing quite a mixed bag. Lining up a driver shot down the middle, looks like.
That's a pretty decent shot. Look at that. She managed to curve it around the tree, come back now. She should be in a good position for an easy upshot for par.
Came back, full flight, smooth shot. Great start.
Here we have Camilla. She has found her disc somewhere in between the trees, and let's see if she actually approached the basket from there, or if she has some, stuff obstructing the way.
Yeah, these trees are quite thick and can be very hard to get around them. They also can grab disc pretty well.
So she's kneeling for a better throwing position. It's pretty much a sign that it's not an easy position where she is.
Oh, but she's done really well. Did find a line, and she executed that shot really, really good.
It's a great shot. She's in the circle, maybe 6 meters from the basket.
Yeah, well up on the green. Good scramble there. Next up, Laura.
She's lining up what seems to be a forehand shot.
Looks like a putter.
What is she throwing there?
It's the end of a champion. Looks like a very slow approach disc, quite flat on top. Could be AVRX3 or like a Rhino.
She unfortunately left that one a bit low. Let's see what she can do from there. Here we have Antonia lining up her shot. easy hyzer approach, and she places it right next to the basket.
Perfect touch. Just going back to that forehand. She's going to just try to put it close, it looks like. Oh, maybe give it a run.
It was like a half run, eh?
Yeah.
Well, now she's going to be looking at a 5 or 6 meter return putt, maybe even a bit more.
Hopefully she'll be okay with that. Basket's a little bit elevated.
Here's Anniken's approach, just in the bullseye, ideal.
Perfect. Camilla didn't have much of a line, I guess, and she just elected to put it under the basket and move on with the bogey.
Laura's getting ready for a putt, focusing.
Looks like she's feeling some nerves.
Well, it's the first hole, the first round. It's always a bit jittery.
Totally understandable.
Especially looking to be like you're on a feature card, there's cameras filming. It's just the first round, the first hole. Everybody's still a little bit uneasy. I hope this is going to change real soon.
Yeah, she was just a little bit low on that one. Hopefully she'll find her rhythm real soon.
Also, it's an elevated basket. It is a bit different.
Like Anniken's going to tap in her par. And Camilla with the bogey. And Laura also with the double bogey it was, right? Yeah, she didn't play that too clean, but she's going to try to bounce back on hole 2. Tell us about it.
Hole 2 is a long technical par 4. You have to make sure you do not miss the Mando, which is the tree on the right-hand side with the orange dot on it. And then from there you want to go down the fairway. The basket itself is like maybe another 60 meters down the fairway. It's nested between some guardian trees. It's a pretty technical and hard par 4.
Yeah, it's a beauty. You gotta try to get a big long drive off the tee to put yourself in position in order to have this kind of tunnel approach. There's also a little bit of space on the left side for the approach if you're too wide.
Well, once you've navigated around the Mando, you actually have 2 different options. Go straight at the basket or go around the trees in the middle and try to do some kind of hyzer or a forehand spike approach.
Crash in on the green that way. Antonia.
That's a pretty beautiful drive. She puts it right in the middle of the fairway. No problem for her.
Nicely done.
Next on the tee, we have Anniken. Let's see what she's going to throw.
She's overturned that quite a bit. Cut rolls back to the middle of the fairway, though. Not too bad.
Yeah, she actually had a similar approach, but she just could not execute it that well. But I think where she is, she's not going to be looking at serious problems or anything.
No, you can still save the par, most certainly. Birdie's quite difficult from this tee anyway. One of the nice things about this course is there's three different tee pads for every hole. So you can, play this as an am or beginner very easily up from the other tees, or just try different lines if you have time.
Next on the box we have Laura. She's lining up her drive. It looks like a smooth shot. Can she make it around the tree?
I like that. Good move on it.
That's a good result. I think she's going to be looking at a nice upshot from there.
Well played.
First up is Anniken after her drive that did not end up where she really wanted it. But I think she can easily navigate around the Mando from here, place it on the fairway. She's going to be looking at a clean approach.
Yeah, she's done fine there. She's up past the Mando and shapes up really good for that lefty backhand coming into the green there.
Mm-hmm.
Antonia from the knee with a nice hyzer shot. She gets a good skip and she's way up around the Mando there.
Yeah, that's cool. Like she can probably easily approach the basket around those trees or over or just straight at it.
Laura from the knee, but a little bit low. Gets a good reaction on the ground though, and she's fine.
It's a good forehand shot. She's right there in the fairway. She's going to be able to actually approach the basket from there.
Yeah, good positioning. Camilla's going high up around, but she catches some of the limbs there and doesn't get too far, but should have a straight shot at the basket.
Anniken's shot, she decided to navigate around the trees. Unfortunately, she hits one of the last ones, but let's see what she can do from there.
Yeah, she would have needed to keep that a little tighter or go a little wider, depending on what her line was. But she kind of got just caught up in the middle of those trees. That makes you choose.
Laura's opting for the straight shot, the basket.
Nice one.
But look at those greens. They're so fast and skippy. Like, she placed it right next to the basket and she skipped at least like 6 or 7 meters. I hope she's gonna make the comebacker.
Yeah, that was a perfect approach, but they are quite hard packed, so it's kind of hard to get a disc to come down that soft. Camilla's left that a bit short. She's just outside the circle. That's a pretty crafty shot there. She had to reach out in forehand. Landed on the green, but rolled out behind those trees. Could be a tricky look from there.
Yeah, it's a difficult position to putt from.
Nice effort, though. Nice soft approach there from Anniken. She'll be taking the bogey. Good bid there from Camilla. Came up short and got a bit of a roll. Kind of a tester coming back, but she should be alright.
Antonia with the putt for par through the trees.
No.
Oh,
that looked good to me.
She got robbed. That basket just didn't catch.
It just splashed out. It was a little low and right, but it could have stuck easily.
Well, hole 2 seems to play like a tough hole today.
Yeah, it's definitely giving him some grief. You can see the bit of wind there and everything. It's one of the more open holes. That putt was just a bit too high.
Now she hits the top band. It's going to be a tap in.
It's going to be a big number, though. There's a good putt from Camilla. She's going to take a 5 there. Not too bad.
Well, looking at stats today, the only one in the whole female field to be able to score par was Luke Lorentzen.
Okay, so yeah, definitely playing very difficult. And congrats to Luke. So it looks like we got a bunch of bogeys, and from Laura, I think that's a double. No, she got the bogey as well, sorry. Okay, so bogey frame. Moving on to 3. This is an interesting shape hole.
Yeah, hole 3 is another par 4, very technical. You actually have 2 different lines for your first shot. You can either, like the drone shot implies, drive around those trees and try to place it somewhere on the fairway, or just go the straight line and don't even navigate around the trees, but just go straight down that tight, narrow fairway. It's a tacky shot, but it also, well, offers a lot of potential if you execute right. The second shot is going to be another tricky one too. The basket itself is, well, elevated, but you have to shoot over a little ridge and then come down. It slopes down a little bit. It's a very technical shot because like the green again is so fast.
Yeah, and there's even some OB on that right side.
Well, there's a OB behind the basket. It's marked by a fence, but like this should not come into play, hopefully.
I found it somehow. Made the putt for 4 though, luckily.
That was a nice drive by Antonia. Next up is Anniken.
Big hyzer. This shapes up really good for the lefty. It's just kind of a basic touch hyzer up to the green there. Oh, she got huge distance on that though. That's perfect.
That's a perfect shot, and she's also in the middle of the fairway. She's got a clean look for her next shot.
Yeah, prime landing zone there.
And the third lefty on the card.
Oh, she's going tight.
She's unfortunately sawed it off a little bit, and she ends up in the forest. Oh, well, in the smaller trees.
Yeah, that's pretty thick stuff though. And you really got to choose on this one, whether you want to try to get through that tight little tunnel or just go up wide and around. She's taking a tunnel shot.
Oh, look at that. Laura really went for the narrow tunnel shot.
Did she get it?
She kind of got it. Where did she end up? I didn't really see that.
That's a very tight gap. Kudos to anybody getting through there.
Camilla throwing an approacher from out of the thicket.
Antonio getting some range there. It's a very low ceiling on this approach, so you got to keep it tight and low, and there are a lot of trees. Not her best shot, but she should be up there. Easy 4, hopefully. Anniken going sidearm. Gets a great roll. She's inside the circle for birdie.
Still a tough look from there. It's when you like just at circle's edge and you're putting towards an elevated basket just before the OB line, it kind of feels like a death putt.
Oh yeah. This basket's very tricky. quite elevated up on a platform.
Laura unfortunately hits one of the last trees guarding the green. Now, what is Camilla gonna do?
She's got to go down the knee. Looks like she's done really well with that, though. Straight sliding up.
That's a perfect shot.
About 5 meters,
She's absolutely like
it's right there.
in the middle of the circle, ready for a good putt approach.
Here you get a good look at that pin placement. Very beautiful green, well guarded. Here Laura's thinking about this.
Oh, she's running and she makes it!
What a great shot.
What a banger of a putt.
Well done.
Very cool.
Good commitment. So Laura got the birdie there. Yeah, nice one.
Well, that's exactly what you want to do. Like after not performing really well in the first 2 holes, a birdie on hole 3, that's a cool comeback.
Definitely. Well done, yeah. Not the start she was looking for, but got one of those strokes right back and got the momentum. Let's see if Anniken can do it. Oh, it looked good.
That was a beautiful putt, just a tad low.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Definitely running for it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Good bid.
Next up, Camilla. Looks like a 3 or 4 meter putt, maybe?
Yeah, I think she's just tapping in. But it's elevated, so you gotta focus in on it and make sure you hit the right spot.
It was such a clean putt there. No problem for her.
It's gonna be a par for Camilla. Antonia also taking a par.
Besides Laura, the only other player to actually card a birdie was Luke Lorentzen.
It's a good birdie to get.
Off we go to hole number 4, and it's another very long, super technical par 4. You have to drive up all the way, or at least as far as you can, then take a ride through this row of trees, navigate around the big tree, which is a pretty magical one. We're gonna see it right now.
Yeah, check out this huge oak tree right here.
It's such a mature tree, several hundred years old. And then go past that tree and you find the basket sitting maybe another 25 meters further, surrounded by a few guardian trees.
Beautiful hole here. Very technical. Got to keep it low off the tee. You want to get yourself in position. But no matter what you do, the upshot's going to take a lot of skill. It's just so well guarded.
Definitely, such a well-designed hole. I think it's one of my favorites on the course.
There's so many great ones, yeah, but I definitely like it a lot as well. It's almost like a whole signature course, in a way. Every hole is quite perfectly crafted.
Laura pulls off a nice drive. Next up is Antonia.
Shapes up good for the lefty. You kind of get yourself up towards that gap.
Yep, she puts it in the middle of the fairway. She's going to be looking at a good opportunity to actually approach the basket from there.
Yep.
Next up, we have Anniken.
A little early on the turn, but she gets a decent kick.
That could be a tricky position where she actually ended up.
Yeah, she's going to be scrambling.
Last on the tee, Camilla.
A little wide on that, but if it's coming back, she'll be okay. Actually, really good. Yeah, that's a great place to be.
Beautiful drive, lots of distance. I think she has a clean look too.
Yeah, she'll have a straighter looking shot. Here we get a good look at. Okay, she did pretty well.
Yeah, I think like from where she was, there was no look for anything else. Just make sure you get through the trees and somewhere end up in the open to be able to approach the basket from there. Here we have Antonia.
All the way through there. Nicely done. She's pinned high on the right side. Circle 2.
Yeah, let's see what she can do from there. She's such a skilled putter. She might be able to make that one. A beautiful shot by Camilla. Oh, she's right there by the basket. Almost a tap-in.
That was a great shot. She made that look a lot easier than it is. There's trees everywhere on this one.
Great up by Laura. She's in the bullseye.
Perfect. Let's see if Anniken can get up and down for a par here.
She hit one of the last guardian trees, but I think she's looking at a putt from maybe 6 or 7 meters.
Yeah, maybe closer to circle's edge. Let's see. Oh, gave it a bid, but left it a little bit wide left. Oh, there's that putt you were talking about. It looked good.
Yeah, she just unfortunately hit the top band. It could have just as easily been in. Yeah. Oh, here we have Stanislaus Amann, Austrian disc golfer of fame in the background. Very funny.
Is he caddying for Laura or just
could be
watching along? He's definitely having a good time anyway. Pretty hard not to at this tournament. Really well organized, beautiful courses and great people. Danish disc golf culture is something special. Very happy to experience.
Well. Laura has her birdie there. Oh no, that was a par.
Laura was a par. Camilla had
the birdie. Great shot.
Unfortunately, Anniken with the bogey, but moving on to the next one. This one's pretty.
Yeah, hole 5 is one of the shorter technical holes. It is a little downhill shot, and you have to make sure you navigate around those trees here and then eventually make your disc turn right, hold the line, don't go too long, and hopefully be next to the basket.
Yeah, it's only 223 feet, so it's a shorty, definitely one you really want to get, but again, the green is pretty well protected, and the line is quite a specific shape, so you really got to execute if you want it. That's looking great.
Okay, a bit of a longish putt, maybe just outside circle 1.
Yeah, skipped a little bit, but she's on the green.
Yeah, again, we're looking at another super fast green. Like, if your disc does not dig in, it's definitely going to skip a roll. Oh. Great shot by Laura.
Yeah, that worked out well. Didn't hit anything there till the end. Curled up pretty close.
Antonia's line looks beautiful too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ideal.
Beautifully done.
Last in the tee, Anniken.
A little high, so it might fade, but oh, that's pretty good.
Well, she hit a tree. She's going to be looking at a maybe 10, 11 meters. Well, almost death putt. It's going downhill a little bit.
Downhill, and with that kind of pine straw, it will get, will slide away a bit. So we'll see. Let's see how aggressive she gets here. Oh, she's going for it. Pretty close.
Yeah, easy tapping for par.
See if Camilla can get 2 in a row.
Oh, she hit that tree, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Another tapping for her.
Still a couple chances for birdie. Let's see if Laura can connect.
Beautiful birdie by Laura.
Nice one. She's got some green on the scorecard. Bouncing back after that slow start.
Yeah, I think she's found her groove now.
Yep. A nice birdie from Antonia as well. So tap-ins for Camilla and Anniken. And 2 great birdies from Laura and Antonia.
Next hole, number 6, is another technical one. But first, we're going to have a little ad here.
Yeah. Thanks to all the sponsors. Make sure you check it out. Prodigy disc, making some great plastic.
Well, not only making great plastic, but also sponsoring this beautiful tournament.
Yeah, all kinds of great goods, and very, very happy to have their support.
Okay, back to hole number 6. It is a 94-meter uphill shot. It's a quite narrow fairway. The slope, in the end, it gets steeper and steeper, and there is a log that protects the basket from all skip shots. So yeah, if you want to get there, either get over it or skip quite early. Pretty technical.
Yeah, there's also OB on the right side, which can come into play if you shank it a bit or have a bad kick, which is quite likely. But yeah, if you can even scoot yourself up to that log, you can still make a circle 2 putt for the birdie. This looks pretty good. She hit the gap, maybe a little low, but probably about 20 meters.
Antonia slams the drive uphill.
Got through everything. It's up there. Shot a putt.
Yeah, she's gonna be looking maybe just outside the circle putt or something, maybe.
This looks like that.
Oh,
Tree
she got a kick from the tree.
Hopefully that's safe. I think she's fine. Nice rip here. Can't skip up.
Super clean.
Yeah.
Well, it's a tough hole. I think to actually get into the circle, you have to be, well, pretty lucky.
Yeah, only 308 feet, but it's pretty far uphill and very well guarded.
I think plays way longer than the actual distance is.
It's playing like 110 at least, 120 maybe. Especially if you're trying to get all the way there with an air shot over that log.
Okay, she's in the circle.
Should be an easy par. Giving it a chance.
Okay, let's see what Antonia can do from there.
Oh, good bit. Had the height and everything, just trailed off a little bit to the right side.
Easy par for Anniken here. No problem for Antonia.
So, looks like a par for him.
It's a pretty good result for such a long technical hole.
Yeah, sure. Can definitely run into trouble on this one. There we go. Oh, it was a bogey for Camilla. That's right. Maybe she was OB.
Off we go to hole number 7. It is a downhill shot, 142 meters. It's a long, pretty narrow fairway. You do not want to end up on the right in the thicket. You have hardly any options from there. The ideal shot is to actually stay on the fairway or take a little left there maybe, and you should be able to from there approach the basket, which is protected by at least what feels like 100 trees.
Yeah, here you get a look at that green that he's talking about. Beautiful birch trees, sun coming through. Wonderful setting, but very difficult to craft an approach shot that gets all the way through there with any comfort anyway.
Well, the hole offers several lines to actually drive and also approach the hole, but as you said, it's so narrow, to actually end up by the basket, you have to throw 2 superb shots.
Yeah, very technical.
First in the tee, we have Laura.
It's a little bit high.
Well, yeah, I think
it could work. She didn't catch any of those overhanging branches. There's space over there.
It's like a second fairway over there.
Yeah.
And I think from there she might be able to actually approach the basket or even have a clear look at it. Antonia goes down the same line. Oh, she hits a tree.
Good kick though, right back to the middle of the fairway.
Well, yeah, that was quite lucky she ended up on the fairway.
Yeah, the rough on this one's real rough. Been there.
Anniken manages to navigate around the trees and she places it in the middle of the fairway, a perfect drive.
That was beautiful. Good stroke. Oh. No. Early tree from Camilla.
Well, that's a tough spot.
Miss release, I guess. She's going to have to scramble hard from there, but that looks like a great recovery shot.
Yeah, she put it in the middle of the fairway. That's ideal.
That's great.
Especially taking into account from where she actually was. It must be so hard to get back on the fairway.
Yeah, she did well from there.
Next up, Antonia.
Oh, grip lock.
And she's up again. That must be
more creative.
A tough position. She has to come up with a overhand shot. And she does.
Oh, she did it good, yeah. She's got out of there, but still a lot of way to go. Excellent shot from Camilla. Wow, up to the bullseye there after that first drive. I thought par was going to be a real big challenge, but she did great.
That's a fantastic shot.
What a par save from where she was after that tee shot. Anniken catches something there, trying to go wide. Now Laura's down on her knee again, trying to reach out.
She throws an Anheuser 400 approach shot. She wasn't actually probably not even able to see herself where it landed.
Yeah, blind shot, but I think she did pretty well.
A spike Heiser by Antonia, right
job.
next to the basket. No prop for her.
Low skip shot. Well done. Right up there.
Oh, it's a long look for her. Oh, she gave it a chance, yep.
Antonia picks the bogey there after an unfortunate second shot. Anniken with the par, Laura with the par, and Camilla with the par as well. Great par from Camilla.
Fantastic. That second shot was just mind-blowing.
Here's hole 8. This is a beauty.
It's another technical par 4. And this time you have to make sure your drive goes as far down the fairway as possible, since as you can see everything is just protected by, well, a lot of trees. The basket itself plays a little bit further up to the left hand side. The drone's just going to show us the way. This is just one of several, well, possible routes you can take. You can also go further straight or go a bit further left, well, a tad earlier, and there's different kinds of ways to approach the basket.
Yeah, many ways to get up to this one, but it is very well guarded. Some big trees, a little bit of a skunky kind of creek that you're teeing off over. You don't want to go down there, that's for sure.
Well, that ditch in the creek, it plays like casual water.
Yeah.
But still, if you're down there, it's going to be hard to throw.
That's a nice rip right there. She's getting way up.
That's a fantastic shot, isn't it?
I like that. Yeah, that was smooth. Let's see how the lefties approach this one. I haven't seen anybody do this yet.
Next on the tee, Anniken, she throws...
Pipes it.
A lovely shot.
Beautiful. Same spot.
That's almost like exactly the same spot, isn't it?
A couple great drives. Camilla catches early and she's down in that creek.
That's tough from there.
Mm-hmm. It's a par 4 though, so she's proven her scrambling game already. Hopefully she can dial that in and get up there for the par still. It's a pretty good shot from Antonia as well.
She kicked off some tree too as well, I think, but she's on the fairway.
Now we get a look down there what it's like. Yeah, and she hits an early tree.
The problem is, once you're down in the ditch, you actually have to throw quite high up, which, well, then makes it hard to not throw a hyzer. Or it's just once you're off the fairway, this hole is pretty tough to actually take a par on.
So true. You really want to get clean off the tee on this one.
Antonia nicked a tree, but I think she made it to circle 1.
Yeah. Camilla needs this. Needs to put it close, hopefully. Another tree. Tough going.
Yeah. A forehand shot from the knee. Looks like an Anheuser forehand. And she, I think, just outside circle 1, maybe. That's a good looking shot.
Yeah, great forehand approach from Anniken.
Oh.
Just put it right next to the basket.
Yep, almost bullseye. Good approach. Antonia lining up her putt.
She looks focused. Oh, just a little wide.
Something you don't see too often from her. She's such a focused putter, she usually hits it.
Mm-hmm. Has she played a lot on video coverage?
Video coverage is nothing new to her. Now she's been in so many finals, won so many tournaments.
Okay. So it shouldn't be a nerve issue.
Nah, not for her.
Okay, Anniken with a great birdie there.
Fantastic.
Antonia took the par, which was nice, and Laura with the par. Camilla's going to take a big 6 there, but it can be a tough hole if you don't get started right.
Okay, off we go to the last hole of the front 9. And you might have guessed, it's another technical par 4.
Beautiful forest here, yeah. This is 167 meters, 548 feet, straight down the gap. Looking to get as far as you can, really. Quite tight.
Yeah, the ideal shot is probably like if you manage to throw like through these trees and then even more ideally turn left and end up on the fairway, or like just somewhere around this dead tree, you might have a chance to like go straight or around the trees on the other side of that path to approach the basket, which is located on the left-hand side, hiding behind a group of trees.
Yeah, lots of trees on this one. Very, very technical.
And also windy, as you can see. It's quite funny, like you see so much wind in the forest.
Yeah, it's a little bit more open on this backside of the property. A lot of it's pretty well protected in these thick trees, but some of these holes on the back edge of the property do catch some breeze.
I've been trying to find a time. I've got a drone with me.
Looks like we're just capturing a moment of the card relaxing, and now we're ready to see Anniken.
Yeah, that's a pretty good shot.
Pretty good. There's a little bit of space over there on the right side. It opens up a bit.
Well, think of it. She's a lefty. Her next shot's going to be an easy hyzer shot that actually might bring her right next to the basket.
Yeah, good placement. This one's in the rough.
I know that spot, actually. It's quite rough in there. Usually, like, you don't have, well, the best look. You might be able to pitch out, or if you're really lucky, find a small gap.
Overturned.
Oh, same for Antonia.
Yeah, she's there in the thick.
Last in the box, Camilla.
Looks a little high and turned, but it kicks to the right side.
That is an interesting position to be in, probably.
Yeah, not ideal, but hopefully she can scramble.
Yep. Antonia puts her disc back on the fairway.
Kind of got stuck behind that tree, unfortunately, though. Hopefully it's not an issue for her.
Yeah.
Here we see that, yeah, shaping up really nice for that lefty hyzer, just like you said.
Oh, that's perfect. And she's on the second part of the fairway. What a beautiful shot.
That was great, yeah. She got way up there. Laura did well. Did well to pitch out there. That was a tricky spot. Antonia maybe stopped that a little bit early.
Yeah, she unfortunately hit another tree. Camilla lays it up to another position where she thinks she's in a better spot to approach the basket from. Oh no.
Early release. Yeah, this one you need to be so accurate. Otherwise you just don't really have much to work with.
Laura found a good line. Yeah. Yep. The backhand hyzer approach. I think she's just outside circle 1.
Camilla has to jump putt up to try to get some more space to work with. Now she's going with the forehand.
That was a beautiful shot.
Excellent work. See what Laura can do from here. She's looking high. She's got that approach disc. Nice touch hyzer. Beautifully done.
She puts it right in the bullseye. Ideal.
Anniken with a textbook approach.
It looks so easy when you're in the perfect spot. Yeah. But to get to that spot, you have to perform for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Antonia puts it in the bullseye as well.
Good putt.
Nice putt. Yep.
6 putt.
Easy tapping.
4. 6 for Antonia as well. And Laura with the 5. So yeah, that's a tough hole.
Anniken Steen is the only player of the whole field that actually managed to throw a par on this hole.
Alright, that's it for the front 9. Here we get to have a look at what happened there. Camilla at +6, Laura +2, Antonia +3, Anniken +1.
Well, birdies on all cards, but also lots of red. It's such a tough course. Let's see how the other players did.
Yeah, definitely demanding course. There's our top leaderboard. We can see Anniken and Luke tied at +1, followed by Laura and Antonia. So pretty hot shooting.
This is it. This is the front 9 of the first round of the FPO coverage brought to you by MDG Media. See you on the back 9.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.